Hello FlossTube, my name is Tamara. Welcome to my channel Tamara Cross Stitch. Today's video is going to be about what I have been buying recently for my cross stitch hobby. Honestly, I was thinking that soon I won't have videos where I'm going to show just the whole video is going to be about shopping, you know, and because lately I'm buying less, and I thought that the little I'm going to kind of like buy, insert it in the usual videos. Nevertheless, I kind of like gathered more than I gathered enough, I would say, for a video. Why I'm not buying, I don't know. Lately I kind of catching myself that I don't want much for cross stitch. Maybe because I have a lot, because I consider that I have a lot of things. And, you know, when I see the next kit, which I think, oh, this one is cute, I want to buy it. Then I think to myself, okay, but I have a similar one. Okay, it's not the same, but it's similar. It's the similar, I don't know, how they say, picture. And then I just understand that I don't want to keep buying and putting them there, because I have boxes full of kits, boxes, okay, not so many charts, because still I have more kits than charts, at least I think so. Okay. So nevertheless, I have a few things which I want to share them with you. Let me start with the kits. I have such a Lanart kit, which is Vera's Picnic, I think it's called. It's Picnic with Vera. This is from the famous, how it's called, series with Vera Mouse. This one is the one which I like the best. Absolutely the best. This one is super cute. I know it's childish, because, you know, but I have been liking this one since the moment I saw this series, because there are more with, I mean, like more kids, more... with Vera, the mouse, but this one is my favorite. And when I found out about it, like a few years ago, this one was existing just in the old type of the kits, Lanarte's old type of the kits, and apparently they didn't make it, publish it into the new box type, and it was pretty expensive. First of all, it was a rare kit and it was pretty expensive. And I said that, okay, the kit is cute, but still it's not my priority. And I said, okay, maybe once upon a time in my life, I'm going to buy it. And not a long time ago, I saw it on eBay being sold for 25, I think. First of all, I was surprised that it's in the new box. I didn't know that they republished it in the new box, and I said, okay. It wasn't like a big surprise that they did it, because they are doing it with a lot of old Lanarte, I mean, like kits, which is good. And okay, first of all, it was in the new box, and I said, okay. And the price, I was surprised that it seemed to me cheap, you know, but I said, okay, let me check. When I was checking, still, this kit is not so cheap. It's like starting with 50, I think, pounds. This apparently was sold cheaper because you see this here, the kit was open, everything is inside, and the kit is on Aida. It's not on Even Weave, it's on Aida. So apparently you can buy it like on Aida or Even Weave, and probably that's why it was like cheaper. And anyway, I consider that it's a very, very good price, like, and I purchased it. When I'm going to stitch it, of course, I'm going to replace the Even Weave for Aida, but nevertheless, I think it's a good, very nice deal. I absolutely love it. Yeah. And you know, after I bought this one, I thought, oh, I have to like get together the other Vera Mouse kits I like from Lanart. And then I said, no, as this kit like came to me by itself, so the others also are going to come to me. Let's not force the situation. Okay, next I have two Mill Heels. Yes, I'm still continuing buying Mill Heels. I love them very much, by the way. You know that I'm a Mill Heel lover. I bought this kit, which is called Windmill. This one is a newly released, so this is 2025. It comes already with the new button. You see it has a sunflower button. It's kind of here. I don't know, I like this one from the first moment I saw it. From this series, like which is here, I like the lighthouse. A lot of cross stitchers like the lighthouse. I like it as well. The foxes are nice, but as I said, I kind of have a traumatic, how do I say, perception of foxes since I live here in UK. For me, they are intruders. They are not the fluffy, nice animals anymore. And the black kitten also, the black cat also is nice, but still it didn't touch my heart. So far I think that the one I'm going to buy from this series is going to be the lighthouse. And here it is, this one. And I bought a small kit, which is Angeline. This one is old, by the way. I looked at the year, so it's from 2002. The first time when it appeared. Of course, they are remade. How they say, they are putting now the kit inside. They are not. It's not from 2002. I mean, the design is from 2002. I have been liking this one forever. It was on my wish list on 123 Stitch, and when I saw that it was in stock, I bought it immediately. So it has treasure. I don't know, lately I kind of like fell absolutely in love with this little Milk Hills to stitch. Then I have such a design, dimensions, small dimensions. This one, it's a design which I have been liking always. It wasn't a priority for me, so many times I said, okay, let me buy it. Then I said, no, it's not a priority, until I found it in a thrift shop, charity shop. It was a charity shop. It was for £1, you know, and when I saw it, I said, okay, this is the fate, telling me that finally I have to buy it and have it. By the way, I saw it being stitched. It's very beautiful. You can stitch it on this Aida. You see, it's very kind of like, it looks rustic. I don't know, it looks nice on this Aida, or if you want, you can replace it for even weave. Anyway, it looks nice, so I like this one, and for £1 it was a pity not to buy it. Okay, then I have again dimensions, which once was called Sunset. This is French Flower Shop. This is a design which I saw years ago. I saw it being stitched on first it was Instagram, so it was already stitched, and there were nice photos. I looked at it and I said, oh my god, this one is beautiful. I like the vintageness of this one. And I said, okay, let me buy it. But when I went on eBay, because this one was not being sold on a regular basis, and apparently this one was a rare kit. And it was expensive. So for a Sunset, where you have just the Aida fabric and some threads, it was pretty expensive, and I said okay. And I just thought to myself that whenever this one is going to be I'm going to find it for a decent price, I'm going to buy it. And I found it on the marketplace, and when I saw it, I was sure that it was already purchased, and I just sent a message asking, is this one still available? I was told yes, it's available, and I was like, wow. Nice, really nice. Maybe the how do I say, here it doesn't look nice, but when it's stitched, this one looks really nice. That's why if I saw it like being sold just like this, it wouldn't catch my eyes. But when you see it like already stitched with nice photos, believe me, this one is very catchy. Then I have another dimensions, which once was called Sunset. This is a stamped cross stitch, by the way. This is Hummingbird and Fuchsias, designed by Lena Liu. And this one, I kind of, I'm looking at this type of kit for a long time. Honestly, I even bought a while ago another one, which is pretty much the same, but it's on dove gray or blue Aida. It's Aida, yes, it's Aida. The thing is that the way it's the way the design looks like, I like more this one than that one. But this one is on stamped, and I kind of didn't want to buy because it's on stamped. But I saw it on YouTube being stitched on hand dyed fabric, so linen, even with hand dyed, and the hand dyed, it was dyed in like green, purplish, pinkish. It was very beautiful. Of course, the hand-dyed thread, you can dye it in these colors, but you won't have exactly the shades which are here. You see, like the greenness, like next to the leaves, like, because this is how it looks like, you see. Of course, you won't achieve, unless you're dyeing it for yourself and you are very, very, you know, like careful at doing these things, which I don't think it's impossible. I think it's just difficult. And it looks beautiful, you know. And I have the Lena, I have 8, if I'm not wrong, Lena Liu plates, and one of them has this hummingbird. So yes, this one is a thing which I would like to stitch. Although here it has like you see, it's not cross stitch, but I think it's possible to be done. I saw it being stitched by others. It's beautiful, so I think I'm going to deal with it as well. This is how it looks like. And the last kit, it's a very fresh release, very, very fresh release. So this is a third Stitching Lady by Heritage Crafts by John Clayton's Elegance Collection. Yes, I stitched the previous two, so this is like the beautiful Annabelle, and this is Elizabeth. Elizabeth I finished this year, and I don't know if you remember in that video I said that I kind of feel that Heritage Crafts are going to release at least one more girl, Stitching Girl, and because they are very popular, so I think when somebody is being sold so successfully, why not like continuing the series, you know. This time we have here Catherine, and of course taking into account that Christmas is to come, here we have the winter Christmas time. Why do I say? Because here I suppose that this one in the background is a Christmas tree, you see, so she is like inside the in front of the chimney with fire. So the decoration here again, it's kind of like, it looks like poinsettias. Her dress, you see, it's red, so all the colors tell that it's winter time. Beautiful one. I already ordered the same type of brown frame which I used for the others, and this one is on even width. But I'm not going to stitch on this even width because this one is the 27th count, and when you stitch in 27th count, you get like 26.5 centimeters by 26.5 centimeters, which is bigger. It's too big for the frame. I finished the others because the others I stitched on 28th count, so I'm going to use even width 28th count for this one. And I'm even thinking about using because I have different colors of even width. I'm thinking about even using darker color, because here, except like a little bit of it's not even white, you see. Does it have white at all? No, I don't think it has white, so I can use like bluish, not white. I think so, at least, because this whiteness, it won't be, you see, in the dark colors won't be so evident. But when you already stitch on a smaller count, as for example taking from 27 to 28, already this cross stitches are not or how to say, the whiteness of the fabric is not seen so well. I saw this ladies even being stitched on 32nd count, also for the sake of like making it smaller, the design of, and like the when you stitch with dark colors, you see this dark brown, so that the fabric wouldn't be seen. Also it looks nice in 32nd count. Also it looks nice, especially if you want to make it like more miniature, the design. So these were the kits I have purchased. And the next I wanted to show you are some charts which I have been buying, not a lot again. So these are two charts from Told in the Garden. These ones were bought from charity shop with the kit I showed you, like with the kids, and they were £1 each. I am not a big fan of Told in the Garden, generally speaking. So when we speak about Merlin Levitt's In Bloom, how they say, creations, the charts. There is Told in the Garden, Butternut Road, and Lavender and Lace. So I kind of prefer more the Told in the Garden, the Butternut Road and Lavender Lace charts. Told in the Garden is many of them are with the Amishes, and I don't know, because I have never seen these communities. But anyway, I like the especially dimensions designs with Amishes. Here they're kind of like more simple. I don't know how to say, but this one, the Blueberry Homecoming, I saw it being stitched already. This one was stitched. I saw it on Instagram, and this one looks very nice, especially these quilts which are here. They look very nice. I have the strawberry, I don't know how it's called, also Told in the Garden. I like that one a lot. I said that I will stitch it. These ones are just DMC because they were like one of the first. You see, it's even a photo here as a preview. One of the first when they were published, but still I find them nice. And a second one is my quilt. I'm not quilting, but this one is also nice. I like it. I really like it. The red-headed lady sewing her quilt by hand. Nice, really, really nice. And again, you see, just DMC threads. Even here it's written by hand, like. And I also have 3 Just Nan charts. Probably you noticed that I'm buying less and less Just Nan lately, and this is happening because I have a lot. I have a very lot, and I'm buying the ones which I don't have, and the ones which I want to have in my collection, my stash. And I have 3 charts without the embellishment pack. So the first one is Victorian Violets. This one is without an embellishment pack because it is not supposed to have. Yes, this one is not supposed to have a embellishment pack. Once upon a time, I already purchased this chart. Then I decided that I'm not going to stitch it. I sold it, and then I saw it being stitched nicely. And I said, why did I sell it? Because this one is nice, and I purchased it again. So this one, I saw it even being stitched on the 40th count, I think, and it turned out a very small, how do I say, thing. Here, according to the key, you have to stitch it with number 5 pearl cotton, and when you which is the count, the 18th count Witched Permine English rose. You see, it's a large count, and when you're stitching like this, when you're doing like this, you can finish it into a pincushion. I don't know, I haven't thought how I would like to stitch it. I mean, like small or big, but I know that I like the design very much, and I couldn't go by and not buy. I couldn't go by and not buying the chart. Then the next one is Butterfly Blossoms and Bees. This is a design which I like very much. I would admit that I have the chart in my computer for this one. I even have a charm suitable for this one from Susan Clark's Originals. Bought it like years ago. And when I saw the chart, I said, okay, I'm going to buy it, because all the time is nicer to stitch from original chart than with the one you have in your computer. This, once upon a time, this was a class project series. Now I will have to think about the embellishment pack because I don't have it, as you see. So yeah, I'll have to choose by myself, but I think it's going to be okay. So 28th count lilac Cashel. Cashel doesn't have lilac now in 28th count, so I'll have to die or think what to do. Nice one, really nice one. So And the last one is Freedom Flowers. By the way, before like buying it, I even looked in my stash because I was sure that I was having this one with embellishment pack. I don't know why, but then they said, let me check if I have it for real so that I won't double buy it. I looked and I didn't have it, and I say, why? Very interesting. Why? And I bought it because the charm which has to be used here, it's a jasmine flower, and it's a Tierra Cast jasmine flower, and I have it. So I mean, like when I used to buy a lot of charms, buttons from a Tierra Cast, apparently I bought this one as well. And so if I have this one, I mean, like I have the main piece to stitch the design. That's why they had very good price. I mean, like the charts. That's why I said that it worth buying it. So that's it with the charts. I have just 3 Just Nan and 2 Toad in a Garden charts. And the next I wanted to show you, this is 5 almost everything to stitch. And I don't know if it's a good idea that I bought already 5, because my first how they say thought was to buy only one, to try to stitch it, see how it looks like, how the stitching process is, and decide if I need more. But I didn't have the time to stitch, I didn't have the willingness to stitch. That's why I purchased another 4. So I have 5. What do I have? I have project bags from Shepherd's Bush. These project bags come in different sizes. I chose the largest size so that they would be for big projects. As the first one which I saw and I really liked, it was my ship bag, and this was the beginning of everything. And I so for me it was a good thing that I could buy almost everything from one shop. So I have a chart here. I bought the bag itself. I don't know how I'm going to stitch on the bag, but I hope it's going to be okay. As far as I understand, I need a big needle, and I have to work on the, you know, like do it like not here and there, but try to work on the one side, on the outer side. The bags are it's Suema. So the bags, I told myself that after doing this ones, if I'm going to like it a lot, maybe, and I'm going to start using them, if I'm going to like them a lot, maybe I'm going to buy myself smaller ones. And you need also a pack of buttons from Just Another Button, which come exactly for this design, you see. And besides like stitching on the project bag, of course, you can do scissor fob and a pin cushion. These ones are stitched on smaller counts, 32nd if I'm not wrong. Now in the beginning I think that I'm going to stitch these ones as well. I have this kind of like protectors for scissors with polka dots. I remember that I needed this one, this color, for another Shepherd's Bush design, and they were selling them in as a lot. That's why I had to buy all of them. That's why now I have multicolored ones which I can use here. Okay, so this was the first which I liked a lot, and I purchased it, I looked at it, and then I bought the others. The threads which have to be used, they mainly are being stitched with DMC threads Pearl number 5. So this is what I had in stash. And each of them has 2 or even 3, if I'm not wrong, Weeks Dye Works, also Pearl number 5. And for example, here it's, if I'm not wrong, it's the grass which is stitched with Weeks Dye Works, so that the way you have to stitch more cross stitches, so that it would have seen like the variegation of the threads. Nevertheless, they are giving the DMC counterpart of those Weeks Dye Works. There are 2 cases when they say that the DMC thread which they suggested, it doesn't look like the Weeks Dye Works, because, you know, there are cases when DMC doesn't have a counterpart for Weeks Dye Works. The thing is that I haven't thought if I'm going to stitch the Weeks Dye Works with Weeks Dye Works, or I'm going to replace with DMC, because these are the Pearl number 5 which I had in my stash, but I have to buy many more. That's why I have to provide the threads for these designs. This is what I'm going to do next, provide threads for these designs. So, except my ship bag, what did I do? Of course, I bought the other like 4 which are seasons. Yes, because I'm crazy about the seasons. I have summer, which comes with such a nice yellow bag, and this is the buttons. These are the buttons for this design. Also, a thing which I liked is the charm, or I don't know how to call it, which is used here at the what's called the zip. You see, zip charm. Here it's a sunflower, and this one it's a ship. Super nice. And I thought, by the way, I have an idea with this one, so I'm going to show you further what I thought about them. I don't know if it's going to be if it's the best idea, but I think it's going to be funny. Okay, the next one is spring. Spring is so pinkish, you see, this one, and here are the buttons, and here is the project bag, pink project bag, nice one. Then I have the winter one. This is how winter one looks like, and this one has a snowflake as a zip charm. These are the buttons, and this is the bag. And this is one more thread which I didn't take. Okay, this is the bag, and the last one is the autumn bag. This is how it looks like. These are the buttons, and this is the bag. Nice one, really nice one. So I thought that when I'm going to start these projects, probably each season I'm going to stitch one, so that in during 1 year I'm going to finish them. At least I thought so. I hope I'm going to manage to do it. So yes, such bag projects I bought. So I'm not sewing, that's why I don't have the fabric project bags which a lot of cross stitchers have. That's why I thought that okay, this is a good occasion for me to try to do these ones and see how it's going on. And I have to start them soon because they are taking a lot of space. And I wanted to show you the little nice things I have. I have a lot, by the way. Okay, let me start with the purchases I made in Scotland. I haven't bought a lot. By the way, cross-stitching is very little. The most interesting thing is that cross-stitch I found in the gift shop of the Alien Donan Castle, the one which is very close to the entrance on the Isle of Skye. And when I saw cross-stitch, like my husband and my son, they were with me, so they chose, because honestly I wouldn't have chosen these 2 kits because I don't stitch such things, but they said no, you have to buy because we are here, and this is specific, this is like you will remember. I said okay, what do you want? My husband chose the Highland Cool. I don't know, this one for me is too simple, and I thought that okay, if I'm going to stitch it, I'm going to make a pin cushion or even a scissor fob, you know. But apparently this one has a mat, because they are expecting you to finish it in a frame. I don't know if I'm going to finish it in a frame. I still stick to the idea that the pin cushion is going to be nice. The pin cushion, a scissor fob. So I have to look how big this one is and even stitch on a smaller print. For sure I would do the eyes differently, because I don't like how the eyes look like. Highland Cool, you probably know, the like red, they're different colors, by the way. They're not only red, they're different colors. By the way, I'm going to insert here a small video and you'll see the coos. We've been to a farm where we fed the coos. So yeah, so if I'm going to stitch this one, I'm going to make it like into a small scissor fob. I don't know. And next one, this was my son's choice because he's with the bookmarks. I already stitched him a bookmark. This one I like, by the way. I like very much the Aida here. You see, and it has a tassel, it has everything. It has the felt which has to be used in the back. Very nice one. I like this one, by the way. And this one is, of course, Thistle, ancient Thistle bookmark. You know that Thistle is the flower representing Scotland. Yeah, nice one. Really nice one. It was an interesting thing that upon the entrance in Scotland, of course, there was like on the billboard, how the door, the road sign which said "Welcome to Scotland," and there was a thistle, you know, like the symbol, the thistle. Then on different road signs, they had the thistle, and my husband asked, "What is this?" And I said, "It's a thistle." First, he didn't. I explained because we have it like in our countries we have thistle. I explained to him what is it, and he says, "Really?" I said, "Really." And why do they have it everywhere? And I told him because it's the national flower of Scotland, and they care very much about it, like representing it and having it everywhere. Okay, so this is my son's choice. Then I also saw there in that shop a needle minder because I wanted to buy a thistle. Like a reminder, a thistle, how they say, magnet, because they had magnets with thistle. And when I saw that there is a needle minder, like as a thistle, I said, okay, this is a sign. This is from Paraffle. I told myself that I'm going to go online to see what they have, what else they have may be interesting. I'm going to buy more. And I have such a nice, so this was my choice, by the way. So this is their choice, this was my choice, and because I said that I'm going to use it. Then in the Islander shop where I bought the bag, my son chose this one. Also, it's a needle minder, and I thought that, okay, he said that if you won't use it for your cross stitch, we are going to put it on the fridge. But I kind of like avoid putting things on the fridge. There was a time many years ago when like first traveling to different countries, I kind of bought how they say, a magnet from everywhere. So, and it was like I had a thing, for example, the Eiffel Tower magnet I bought in a gift shop at the bottom, or how they say, at the base of the Eiffel Tower. The Mona Lisa needle minder, it was bought in the gift shop of Louvre, if you understand what I mean. So kind of I was Arc de Triomphe in France. I bought it like they have a gift shop there. So even if it was very expensive, so the magnet, it was bought like at the place where I visited it. And then it was a time when I had the fridge full of magnets. They kind of like were bothering my eyes. I took out all of them and I put them in a box, and they are in a box. I didn't throw them away. I have all of them because they carry memories. But there was a time when I was already like tired of having them on the fridge. I kind of overgrew this phase in my life. That's why I told him that I will use it as a needle minder. I'm going to try to use it. If it's going to be comfy to use, it's not going to be too bulky because it's this one is not heavy. I'll see. Maybe I'm going to use. Also, I have a coup. This one is my choice already. I have a needle minder as a coup, and I like this one. And also, it's not heavy. Then in a gift shop, he wanted to choose the child. He wanted to choose some magnets. He chose like this one, which this one I might use. So this is the Loch Ness Monster. I might use as a needle minder, but I'm going to think about it. But this one is pretty. I don't know, not as a needle minder for cross stitch. Then I have some key rings, which I'm not intending to use as key rings because you see, I told you that I'm going to tell you my. I've had this already bought. They were at home, and I thought, what if I'm going to buy this ones? I even can take this one away and put a smaller, like, you know, like the thing. What if I'm going to use these ones here? I thought they're going to be like wonderful. That's why my husband said, why are you buying so many? And said, I have a plan. I bought the white ones free because they come, you see, the wooden part, the face, it comes different colors, you see, it's not, so I bought all the variations they had, and the black one, for the black one, they had just this one, this kind, and I bought that one. And I thought that these 4, they can be for the seasonal bags, you see, like all of them can be for the seasonal bags. But I have 5 bags. I have also such a thing. They had it only in black, if I'm not wrong, because if they had it in white, I would probably buy it. So this is also a thing which can be bought, or it can be made into a needle minder. For example, take out this thing, you put a magnet and you can make it a needle minder out of it, I will think. And I have one more, which is the crazy ship, and it's super big. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. But again, you see, this one, when I bought this one, I thought that probably it's going to be nice for a bag, this one, mostly for a bag and not for like, because for this one, look, it looks too big. At least I think it looks too big. Though, you know, the bag is big. Maybe I'm going to use it. I'll see. I will see. Okay, so this one's, and that's it with the shopping I have done, like in Scotland. Also, I wanted to show, I have a lot of sheep, as you can see. Also, I have this kind of sheep, they bought from Temu. This happened before buying the sheep from Scotland. Before this ones happened, these ones were bought from Temu, and I don't know, I think they're going to break very easily. They were very cheap, like as you can imagine. I'm going to see. So maybe I'm going to use these ones as well. So a lot of sheep, if you noticed. Then I finally have Miss Bob's. I showed previously that I have such a scissor organizer. I forgot what's her name. And I said that I ordered Bob's. This is Bob's. This is accessories holder. And she came. The thing is, this is how she looks. On her apron, she has pockets, so you can put in the pockets, I don't know, needle threader, like different things. And with this one, they are supposing that you should attach your scissor like this. You like take this one out and this one in, and you kind of attach your scissor, you see, which I'm not going to use because this one is going to be just a nice like thing. I'm going to cut this one away, and Bob's is going to sit only like that. So Bob's is knitting, as you can see. She's knitting. So I have like these 2 nice sheep organizers. Okay, and then I have one more needle minder. This one was purchased from 1 2 3 Stitch. I liked it. It's very pinky, very how do you say, girly. I liked it, that's why I bought it. So quite a lot of needle minders in my stash recently. And also I made a purchase in an online shop. The lady is in one of the Baltic countries, so everything was like, and she is doing, by the way, she is doing ceramic buttons, not only buttons, ceramic, a lot of things. So this one was like this. The Mill Hill buttons, which were ceramic, made from ceramic, which you don't find now, she's making them, by the way. So this is how it was packed. This one also can be used, you see, it's a ceramic button. It's very pleasant. I didn't buy buttons so far because I still have, this is Eleni Ref pottery, you see. If you look on Etsy, because I bought from her shop from Etsy, it came very quickly, and what like I liked and I couldn't resist, this is such a scissor fob, you see. And this one, she made it. She like made it from ceramics. She painted it, and like this. I'm going to use it for my green scissors from Kohana. If you noticed, I haven't made any purchase from Kohana for a long time because they haven't released any scissors. Yes, because they are client for scissors. And one more reason, so these are the 2 things I bought because I really couldn't, because I thought to myself that I'm going to make a purchase in her shop with the buttons, the ceramic buttons, but so far I don't have any need. You see, this is the bead which you would use for the Mirabilia, where Art Vow. Okay, the chart which is sold in Casa Cenina only as a how they say, PDF. They don't sell it like imprinted. So she's making this kind of beads. I knew that she was making. She had them in stock because she had a fresh batch, and I made the how to say an order immediately. So this is what I bought from her, and I have a little bit something more. And the last thing I wanted to show you, this is something which I would use for cross stitch. First of all, I found in TK Maxx such a box, so it's kind of like a book box. And what is very nice about this one is that this one is velvet, and it says Halloween, like kind of, and it has a witch on a broom, and there is a cat, and there is a little witch here as well. I liked it very much, so like I said, I cannot go by and not buy it. And what I'm intending, so this autumn, when I'm going to stitch the autumn Halloween designs, I'm going to, like, I mean, the small mill heels, whenever it's going to be possible to put here, like everything I need for the project, I'm going to organize the project here. So it's going to be a project organizer for this autumn. When the autumn is going to finish, we stitched, you know, like little mill heels, everything which is flat. I think it's going to be mill heels because they are flat and a lot of them are going to fit in here. I'm going to put and deposit them here until the next autumn. So I'm not going to use it any further than this season. So I think like in autumn, this one is going to be a box for my project organizer box. And when it's going to be like the other 3 seasons, this one is going to be like a keeper for these ones. I don't know. This is my idea. And what I managed to find, finally, I found a notebook which I was looking for. So the thing is that, you know, like a notebook where you write everything about your cross stitch. The thing is that I had from 2024, this one, the, how it's called? William Morris Strawberry Fief. And I bought this one because this one had inside, you know, this thing where every day you can write the notes. I was writing what I was stitching that day. And here, if I had finishes like this that month, I was writing the finishes of that month. It was a time, and I have, like, you see, stickers. It was a time when it was very important, let's say it was fashionable to do such a thing. And I wanted to try it, but after a year of using it, the December month, I think I didn't even fill it in. I realized that for me, it's not important. I don't need to write every day what I have stitched, because in the end, for me, it's not important. I was using, so you see, like the month part, I was using like this, which is not month. I used to write about the videos I'm making, the purchases I'm making, so information about myself, which is not important after it passes. So the moment I need it, I'm looking at it. Next day, week or month, I don't need it. So when I finish like filling it in, I can throw it like without any regrets, because the information which is inside, I don't need it. The information which is inside, and I will probably need it, this is the finished projects of the year. You see, 2024, and I said January 1, 2, 3, what I finished, February 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth, until like the year finished, and I have the list of the designs I finished. Then it's 2025 started. I'm writing what I have been finishing in 2025, and I realized this is information which I want to keep, because in the end of the year I'm filming the video with the video parade about finished designs, and whenever I need to remember when I started a certain project or which year I stitched a certain project, I can open that list and I can see which year, which month I stitched that project. Again, I'm not writing the date, because for me it's not important if I finished it like on the 3rd of May or 23rd of May. It's a project I finished in the May of 2024. So I thought that I need a notebook where I would put down So far, the projects which I finished in a year. I wanted a notebook which wouldn't contain a year, wouldn't contain any, it wouldn't be, how they say, it would be something classic, and I wanted something which would be very, very beautiful on the surface. So what I wanted, what I imagined, okay, I don't say that it's this specific colors, but the texture, it's exactly this one. And you know, I was looking for a few good months when I noticed this one in TK Maxx. When I saw it, I said, oh my God, this is it, I found you. So as you can see, this one comes like a magnet, and it doesn't have anything. Even the papers are yellowish, you know, like vintage. It doesn't have anything, which is perfect for me. I ordered already, you know, the kind of thing you put like on top, and you can trace the lines, because if I'm not going to put lines, I'm going to write like this, like that, like that. You trace the line and you like write on the line, or we have the space and you write within that space. So I think I will need those ones, otherwise it's not going to look like nice. I don't have a very nice handwriting, and nothing is written here yet, because I thought that I will probably watch my videos since I started the channel. I think the first video parade of the end of the year, like end of the year parade of stitched designs is to 2019, if I'm not wrong. If I will be able to remember what I have stitched before, it's good, but I don't think I'm going to even to try. So I'm going to start with 2019 until 20, so it's going to be like 6 years, if it's going to be like 2025, and 2019 is going to be 6 years. So far, it's going to be the parade of the finished designs. Maybe I'm going to put down something else. I don't know. I will see. But so far, I want to keep it from for these things, because this is, you see, like this one, I'm going to finish. I can throw it because the information is inside. I don't need it anymore. The important information I'm going to try to keep for years here, because this one is for the rest of my life to write what I have stitched. Okay, so this is also a nice thing which I found, which is going to be like beautiful in my cross stitch, how they say, wardrobe. Okay, and that's everything I wanted to show you in today's video. I hope you liked it. I hope it was interesting for you, and see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye.